What's happening? It's Chris Hall here. You are now tuned into the Chris Hall Show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Also smash that like button because you know the algorithm, the algorithmic. Make sure you email your boy bychrishall@gmail.com for your one-on-ones anyway. Man, I've been waiting to talk about this for a while, and we're just going to get right into it. I want to talk about gaining the submission from a woman. Now, we're not talking about MMA submitting. Women who say they will be submissive to the right person, or the right person has to make them submit. Mind you, ladies, although you may believe that to be true, I'm not saying it's not true. Let's say it's your truth, one of those weird things, right? To men, at least, our experience is that you are just difficult to deal with. And a lot of women think that, and they kind of build up the difficult to deal withness. So what ends up happening is they believe that this is the way that it is until their knight in shining armor comes along and changes that. When I meet a woman, I can already know if she has submissive tendencies. Here's an example. I went out with a woman one time, right? Drove a BMW. Was a flight attendant. One of the worst people to date. Seriously, y'all. I'm just saying. I didn't say y'all the worst people to date. I just said the worst people to date. Seriously. Top 5 for sure. So we went out. We met up at a lounge of some sort, and I park. She parks. We get out the car. We give each other a hug. And she knows where the spot is. The spot's right there. We park right in front of it. So she starts walking. She starts walking ahead of me. That was a red flag already. She walked in front of me. Guess what she did, y'all? She went to the door. I'm close. Went to the door. She opened the door. Another red flag. There was no chemistry there anyway, right? But I don't think there would ever be with anyone. We sat there. She talked about her work a lot. Cut me off a couple times, and I noticed that she liked to talk more than she liked to listen. Another red flag. See, ladies, once you get up in age, or you've just been taught the wrong things for a period of time, you start to embody these things, and you don't notice it. I'm no therapist, but you just don't notice the behaviors aren't of someone who would want to date you long term. And what ends up happening is you might meet a good guy, but unfortunately, due to the non-reciprocity, what ends up happening is you meet a nice guy, and due to the fact that he is getting this type of behavior from you, then you are going to get the worst of a nice guy. And that is the issue, is that you all do meet nice guys, but we turn on the bullshit because that's what we're getting. And hey, you can say the same thing, right? And then it's a seesaw. But the problem is, your problem is, at least, you're in the passenger seat of this car. We drive. We do the choosing. Unless you all in mass are going to start going hollering at men. When I first meet a chick, there is a certain energy, a certain aura around her. She's always smiling. She's happy when she sees me. I mean happy. Like if she had a tail, she'd wag it. She writes you love letters, sends you just sweet nothings randomly at 4 o'clock while you're working, just because she was thinking about you. Those are the type of women who are submissive by nature. But there's women out there that believe that they will go from Gabrielle Union to Sally Homemaker. They can go from Issa Rae to Betty Crocker with the snap of a finger. Let's say these things happen. I would err on the side of just don't do it. The percentage is so low. You may say, oh, I know a homegirl that did this, that, and the third. The number is so low that you might as well not do it. If you were gambling, you wouldn't choose that bet. That would be a far stretch. That would be a far stretch. But fellas, just some advice to you. If you meet a woman who is difficult to deal with, then you need to make it easy to not deal with them. Find you a woman who is easy to deal with. The women who submissive, that's slavery. It's slavery. Anytime a woman doesn't want to do something, she will go to the extreme. And what is more extreme than slavery? And that's pretty much it. I ain't really have nothing else to say after that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Smash that like button because the algorithm be algorithming. And I'll see you on the next one.